I started my business almost 3 years ago, I feel like, and I start as I want to don't be anymore an employee. I don't want to be an employee anymore, but since then, I think until this year, I was still an employee. And I feel like there are so many women who are an employee in her business because there are main problems that they don't work on. And for that you can hire a lot of coach. It can be a marketing coach, a mindset coach. It can be also a life coach to grow your business. And you can take a lot of courses, how to grow on YouTube, how to grow on TikTok, how to have more sales, how to create a better hook, but you still don't have the result that you want because you associate your identity with your work. And it's not your fault because we are taught that since we are child. And I want to talk about that today. So welcome back to Women's Podcast. I'm your host, Alicia. And today I want to talk about how to differentiate yourself to your identity is for that you still don't have the result that you want. That is mean you don't have the client that see you as authority. You don't see you as authority. And when you create content, you don't feel safe to create the content that you really want and not what the algorithm wants because you are so scared to be you. Because in your head, you are thinking, I am not enough. In your head, you are thinking, I need to wait to have this number of following. I need to wait to have 5K a month, 10K a month to teach that I want to teach, to say what I want to say, to be valued. And I am here to say that is not true. And we will work on that today. So take a pen, listen, save this video, save this newsletter because you can also have the version in the writing form on my newsletter. So you just need to sign up to Mademoiselle Mindset at substack.com and you will have everything. You are more and more people coming into my newsletter and I'm happy with that. And don't forget to leave a comment on this podcast because it will help to grow this podcast. We are more and more people listening to this podcast, so thank you so much. We almost are in 10,000, almost, and 10,000 downloads. And thank you so much because when I started this podcast, I never saw that people will listen because I have at the beginning just 1 or 2 people listen my podcast, and right now we are between 70 to 500 people listen my podcast episode. So thank you so much. And if you feel that you connect with me, thank you so much. So today let's talk about how to differentiate your identity from your work. But first of all, I want to talk about why we associate our identity from our work because we are taught that. So when I was in corporate 7 years ago, I was a scientist and I was working at London, Ontario, and I hate my job. Hate is not the word. It was like I love what I was doing over there. It was learning how to help people to cure arthritis, and it was very nice. But the environment what I was there was very toxic with my boss, with my colleagues, that I lost myself. And all the idea that I have, it was for my boss take the ownership and give them to other people. And I was like, when I quit my job, I was like, no, I want that my idea that I unfilter anymore. But the main problem that I see when I was in corporate, it was that I was waiting for validation from my boss. Each time that I do something, I go there and say, oh, I did that. Oh, I'm so proud of you. And so proud of you of what? He was my boss. I don't care about his proud of me. At the end of the day, I am here to take my child to work, and I don't understand that, because when we are child, and this one is so important, is we learn to be a good child. What is meant to be a good child is to wait validation from adults to say, oh, you have a good comportment, you have a good grade, you have that, so you are allowed to have some love, to have some compliment. And when you live in the environment that you are not safe to be yourself, even you don't behave well, you learn, especially as an empath, multipersonal, we learn to adapt. We learn that we need to be nice, to adapt to other people in order to have some validation. So we compensate the fact that we are not allowed to be ourselves, to be nice to other people, to have some love. But when we decide to open our business as a coach, as a creator, as a business owner, as you are when you listen to this podcast, is we need to stop to listen to other people. And we decided to, when we start, is because we want to help other people, we want to say our voice and everything, but we get caught up to when you open a social media, it can be YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, or even Substack right now, I can feel that. You need to do that. You need to create YAP content. You need to do long-form content. You need to have an attention. You need to do some effect. Oh, you need to do that. You need to do this. You need to start to create a membership. Or you need to stop to create a podcast because people are not listening anymore. You need to do that. You need to do this. And you lose your voice. You lose what you really want to do in your business. And you start to create content that I call pick me content. I already make an episode about that attract people who don't see you as an authority, but please the algorithm and please the people that want to comfort the idea that they need to complain in order to live. But the problem that we know that when we attract this type of people, they don't see us as authority. It takes so much energy when we work with them, and we do most of the work, and they are never happy. And we don't want to attract that. This one is so important. And because I associate my work to my value, I say about myself, and I see that to my client. It means that when I create content that they have a most of like, I am happy, I feel validated, I get inspired in order to create another one. But when I have an article, a content that performs less well, I feel like, oh, I am bad. It's myself, blah, blah, blah. And I look at the data, and I feel like, oh, and I second get myself, and I redo another marketing strategy that says about myself that I know as a coach that not all the content perform well, and it's not that they don't have the same intérêt, they don't have the same impact, because yes, there are some content that you need to educate, you need to see a lot of people, and there are some is more promoting that you will attract less people, some is more storytelling, some is more that you just want to take your unpopular opinion, and there are some people to say, oh my god, I don't want to work with her, I don't like, and it's okay. And the main problem is I forget about that, and it's okay that there are some content don't perform well because they don't have the same potential, they don't have the same purpose. Each content don't have the same purpose, and it's okay. And the problem of that, and I know that I see that with all my clients, is we look at the data and in terms to say the data in terms of analytics, to say, okay, this one is +1, so, and to do an audit is mean, so this content, I have this type of like, this type of comment, so what I can get, this content give me conversion, so if I create more content about that, okay, I will have less like, but I will have more conversion. So when I have more like, more visits, so it increase my visibility, but I don't have the conversion that I want. So if I am in the phase that I am launching a course, a membership, I need to create more this type of content and not another one. And we don't have this phase because we are so focused on ourselves, because we associate our work to our value. Yes, the first step is to create picnic content, but I want to go deeper of that is we also stop to create content that we want or to launch a product because we see that our content don't have like, but like that I say all the time, and I say to myself, like is not don't pay your bill. Sorry. Like don't pay your bill. Comment don't pay your bill. But conversion pay your bill. Attract people that see you as authority, pay your bill. Be famous, and if you are a lot of likes, it's not that there are a lot of creators, business owners who have 200k, 100k, and why not struggle to have conversion? Because they are so attached to the like and not about the conversion. And it's for that we attach our work, because we associate that when we are like, we are more value than that we are less like. And it's not okay. It's not because you have a bad day or you have a bad content that you say is called bad content that you don't have conversion. My bad content have the more conversion, is the more that I have more people coming to my work. They sign up to my newsletter. They sign up to my content. They even buy my offer. Why? Because I talk about more in deep that I am doing, what is my value, and who I want to work with. And I say, if you want to work with me, this is the way to work with me. And it's okay. It's okay. And it's fine, and it's nice. Especially also when I talk about, like for example, let's talk about a real example. This Tuesday I talk about a dating show, and I don't have a lot of listeners, but it's okay. Why? Because I know that not a lot of people in my area look dating show, and it's okay. Because the goal was not to talk about to all people that love the dating show, is to talk about the people who love the dating show and are interested to branding. And it's okay. So it means that sometimes we stop to create the content that we love because we are scared to change. And no, you can change. It's okay. And in order to do that, you need to feel safe and audit your business. Where area you feel that you are not what you really want. I know right now, right, it's a season that people want more in their business. You are tired to work safe, you are tired to don't have the result you want, and you want to push, and you want to be to 2,000%, not 100, 120, 150, you want to be to 200%, but you are a voice if it's not working. And this voice, you need to understand where it's not working, and it's for that I create an audit to audit where you are in the business. Is it mindset? Is it marketing? Is it visibility? Where in the place that you need to work in order to have the business that you want without associating your identity to your work. And it's for that you don't attract people that see you as authority, because you play safe. You create content that is blinding, because before you create content, you look what is trending on social media, and it's okay to do that. And I don't say that don't be wrong, you need to do that to attract some people, to have more visibility. But when you work with people that you want to work with people, your dream clients, you need to talk with them. You need to call out. You need to say what they want to say, what they are afraid to say, what they believe, and you need to be safe doing that. And in order to be safe doing that, you need to be safe with you. You need to dissociate your identity to your work. And it's for that if, for example, you don't want to attract people that is beginners, or start their business or start their journey, or maybe you want to attract that, but you are sick and tired to attract people who tell you that you are so expensive, that they don't have time, that they need to think about that, or when they work with them, it takes so much energy from you. You need to do the audit. You need to stop to attach your identity to your work. And if you want to have deeper conversation with me, you just need to go and book 1 hour with me. And it's okay. Because I know what it feels like that you are in this position that you want to say what you want to say, but you are scared to want to say, and you don't know how to say because you are afraid to have the hater. But guess what? Hater helps you to have more visibility. Yes, it's not cool, but yes, hater helps you to have more visibility. Hater helps you to have more conversion. Hater will make you to make more money. So you need to say that. And I learned that, and it's okay. Not everyone needs to like you, and even I will be more weird. Your client don't need to love you, because at the end of the day, client don't come to your world. It can be free or pay to love you. They come to see you because they have a problematic that you solve. And maybe after they will like you, they will really love you, you will maybe become friends. But at the end of the day, they are here to have a transformation. It's selfish. It's not about you. And when you understand that it's not about you, you will stay safe to say whatever you want. Whatever you want to say. And it's okay. Because at the end of the day, it's the same thing for you. Yes, of course, you are here to help people and that's for you, but at the end of the day, we are here to make money. We are here to change the life. And changing this life is not for them, it's for you at the end of the day. So, yeah. I hope that you will love this episode. So you are with me in my walk. So you hear what I hear. So if you want the version written, don't forget to sign up to my newsletter. If you want to audit your business, especially if you want to start a base Q4, you need to go to buy my audit. It's not expensive, so you can go there and you will buy. It's fine. And if you want to go deep conversation with me, just book a one-to-one with me. So see you. Have a nice day, and don't forget to be your own. And see you for the next episode.